Earth, wind, fire, and air. We might look bad, but we don't care. Everyone see that? That is my referral code. That means the world when you use that. And Patreon down below. Everyone, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. We love you. So first, before I start this off, I want to address something that I have gotten the most comments out of ever. Maybe the top. This is the top 2 comment that I've got, and it's not number 2. My beard will grow back. It is, fret not, everyone. It will grow back. It's already a little scratchy. I'm starting to. Yeah, that's. I'm sorry. I did not realize my beard meant that much to you. I will still make the Chavez statue in the game, and with the epic beard to guide you to greatness, because apparently that's what you people want. The second most common thing that I have been asked recently is, how much are each tile going to be worth in 5 years, 10 years? What do you think an NFT will be worth? Like, how much? If I put in $500 now, will I be a millionaire? Well, okay. There are some people like that put in, I don't know, like 50 cents. Yeah, there's the one that got 1,000,000%. They bought the 4 squares in the Rio de Janeiro where the statue of Christ is, and they sold it for $5,000. So yeah, you can get 1,000,000% increase in this. It's been done before. But what I do suspect in the timeline is that there are going to be good locations, and there are going to be, locations that, okay, it's there, and you could make something out of nothing. You can make, like, give me $50 and a cell phone, strip me away from everything that I have, and I will live in my car, I will go and I'll flip stuff on eBay, and I will be 100,000 again inside of 3 years. That is, you can make something out of nothing. You can. In this game, you could have the middle of nowhere in Ohio, you could have random tiles in the middle of the ocean. If you're creative enough and you hustle enough, you can make money. Now, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This game could go to 0 at any point. Have to say that, but let's be a little optimistic. Just being a little real here. Big people like Logan Paul and members on YouTube that have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, Logan Paul has millions, tens of millions. They're not doing this for no reason. Obviously, it's fun, and I have a very good time doing it. I will do this until I flatline. But Logan Paul can have fun doing other stuff. He can have fun. Literally, he can do anything he wants. He has a lot of money. But having said that, he's choosing to go in Earth 2. Why? Yeah, it's a fun time and it's interesting. But he's young enough to where he is into like games and things and just, wants to try everything. He's still young enough. He's younger than me, I think. But he's old enough and smart enough to read the writing on the wall. Saying, okay, well, what is the next big thing? You have virtual reality, you have NFTs. He made his own NFT, but he got into this not knowing. And a bunch of people that are on podcasts and everything that talk about this, they are just on the cusp. They're not as they are not as informed as you guys are about this game, and that doesn't matter how much money they have. That gives you the edge because applied knowledge is power. So all these video updates that I do, they're not for my health. They are because I love gaming and I love gamers. I just did a 2-hour podcast on Nintendo about how to, not from Nintendo, I just said, about Pokemon. I'm a gamer, I'm a nerd. I want to see other nerds succeed like me. I want everyone that watches these videos to make money. And I didn't start with this game. I started with Tesla and Pokemon cards. And yeah, it's worked out very well for everyone who's followed me since then. Again, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. But yeah, no, I talk to you guys like you're my friends. You are. I see your comments every single day. And I love that. And NFTs being a $1 trillion industry, mark my words, $1 trillion industry. Not right now, but someday they will be. And virtual reality, another $1 trillion industry. Now, NFTs, I have confirmation from Shane that insinuating, and all evidence points that way, obviously might have some non-disclosure agreements and stuff like that, but yeah, each tile is its own unique. Oh, that's so incredible. Now, making an NFT of an NFT. Okay, the tile, it's an NFT. Take a picture of the tile and make an NFT like that. somebody asked him that question. I didn't go over it yesterday as I didn't see it, but Shane said, yeah, no, that we're working with lawyers to see how that can be possible. And that's something that doesn't make Shane and the developers money. That doesn't make the creators or investors money. That makes us money. We're doing that all in the secondary market. When a Charizard, first edition PSA 10 Charizard last sold for $500,000, that didn't make Nintendo or Pokemon any money. That's the secondary market. The only way you're going to be able to take those NFTs, though, pictures are of tiles that are already bought. So they're getting theirs. And again, virtual reality, I want to go over again real quick because right now, like I said, all the big brainiacs are getting in. Report from Google. Nearly 10,000 people at Facebook are working on AR and VR. I believe that's a fifth of them. The story goes, by now it's pretty clear that Facebook is serious about leading virtual and augmented reality, further underlying Facebook's bet that immersive technologies are the future of computing. A report from The Information claims that the company is currently employing 10,000 people to work on AR and VR. That is like Elon Musk saying, okay, yeah, you 10,000 people, you're going to go at research and development. Why? Because that is how you stay ahead of the game. Facebook might not buy Earth 2. They could try, and they very well could. I still have to do that video about Microsoft. Microsoft going through a rough patch right now with the hack. But Facebook will be damned if they are going to let other companies try to surpass them. They are not. Zuckerberg is a beast. I don't like some of his policies that I think is very anti-First Amendment. And as a veteran, I don't like some of those policies. However, one of the most brilliant men on the planet. Why he bought Instagram, why he bought WhatsApp, and this is a monopoly and again, a lot of people don't like him, but you can't deny that what he does works. So when he's putting 10,000 people, paying them to work on AR and VR, which is not making them any money right now, that is a net negative right now, but addition by subtraction. You spend the money now, you invest it, and you become the leader in what will be a $1 trillion industry. Not just with games, with everything. And this game that can be played in VR, this is going to be either the pinnacle or a jumping off point. Not sure yet. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a pinnacle, and others will try, because again, this game will be first to market. The only other popular games you have, there are some fun games, like, all right, I'm doing like a slingshot here. Or that game that Dana White referenced, the Fit to Fight, or whatever it was called. People are doing this, and this game is going to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, AR VR game out there. Now, the report maintains this number accounts for a staggering 1/5 of Facebook's total workforce. God. According to info obtained by Statista, the company has doubled its staff since 2017, ballooning to around 58,000 employees in 2020. Granted, the report doesn't go into specifics. The number 10K likely reflects a wide range of devices and services outside of the Oculus Quest. Project Aria. Now, Project Aria, have it in the notes somewhere over here. Yes, it is a sensor pair of glasses. Like, it is you wear glasses and it's censored. It could go AR and VR. It's going to be absolutely bananas. Now, teams dedicated to research, development, manufacturing, communications, public relations, all of the trappings required of a company of Facebook's size may likely be in the play in the 10K count. This would also include projects like Portal, the development into AI, and even its first-party VR game studios like Sanzaru, Beat Games, and Ready at Dawn. Supposing it's true, none of this really comes as a surprise. Facebook has been very forward with its intentions to own the space since acquiring Oculus in 2014 for $2 billion. And that's just, I don't know how many games that came with, but that's just the technology and the rights to it. $2 billion in 2014. Go a long way now. Following the subsequent incorporation of its VR brand Oculus into the mothership, it opened Facebook Reality Labs, the company's AR/VR skunkworks. At the time of this writing, Facebook Reality Labs has over 800 open jobs spanning augmented reality, virtual reality, etc., etc. All right, so moving on past that, there is another thing that I did want to go over as well. A lot of people say, like, well, what are we going to play this on? Oculus, like $500-$600. And I think Dana White said he got his a little cheaper. Maybe you can get a secondary market, maybe you can get a knockoff. I don't know if I would get a knockoff. But Facebook is already working on a Quest 3 and a Quest 4. But like, oh yeah, they make more, they can sell more. Okay, yeah, sure. But this also follows the law of things are going to get cheaper. The technology gets cheaper to work. The technology gets cheaper to bring about into fruition. As that happens, you're going to see the cost go down and down and down. They improve it every single time, and this game will probably be the #1 game in VR. Now, moving past that, in an interview with The Information, Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg continued to project his bullish outlook on XR as the future of computing, saying that the company is already working on the Oculus Quest 3 and 4. He also spoke about what he believes are key features and challenges of future Oculus headsets. The conversation published this week, The Information reporters Alex Heath and Matthew Olson spoke with Facebook Mark Zuckerberg about the company's ongoing efforts. Zuckerberg said, as he has previously, that he believes Quest 2 will be a breakout product in the VR space. Everyone comment down below if you have anything other than a Quest 2. Let me know. Quest 2, I think, is going to be the first mainstream virtual reality product. It's already, just in the few months it's been out, quite outsold the first version of the Quest, which is incredible. Further confirmed, the company is already at work on 2 subsequent versions of the headset. Now, at some point, you're going to have games that it comes loaded with. One of those might be Earth 2, because again, free to play. And one of those might be in Teslas as well. Tesla is probably going to be like the king, is going to be the king of car gaming software. They are not just a car company. They are about 12 different startups inside of each one. Elon Musk already tweeted about Polytopia. It's fun. This game, actually driving, and you probably see yourself in the car driving to these different places in game. That is absolutely bananas. So why I think, like I said, this will be worth tens of billions of dollars. And on, quote, because of how hardware gets developed, you kind of need to know what your next 3 products are going to look like, all at the same time. It's not like software where we're changing it every week or every couple of weeks, end quote. He said, so we have product teams spun up now working on the next few generations of virtual reality that Quest 3 and Quest 4 are going to look like. Then, of course, fundamental technology that goes into the terms of improving the optics and performance around it and making it smaller and lighter and adding a lot of functionality that you want. Now, when people ask me what are the prices of these NFTs going to be when they're talking about the E2 tiles, that, I said, is going to largely depend on what is going on with the property. I said, yeah, you could have the tile price, and if nothing's going on there and you have plans, yeah, all right, I'll buy this land, and for the going tile price. But there are people that have sold their properties for 5 figures already. I bet you it will reach 6 figures this year. What they'll sell a property for will be 6 figures, and that is just the beginning. In the next couple of years, you will see properties go for 7 figures. Did you mark my words? You heard it here first. Everyone, comment down below whether you think I'm crazy or not. But yeah, there'll be $1 million properties. I guarantee it. All right, guys. I love you all. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I love you. Goodbye. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow.